Hari Om, everyone. Namaste. Very happy to be back for another session of Dharma Kshetra. Let us start with the prayer. Oh, Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So just to recall, we are in chapter 3, Skanda 10 of the Bhagavatam, which is specifically about the birth of Lord Krishna. And last week we just went through how nature is getting ready to welcome the Lord, the avatar of Vishnu. So what all happened in nature? Is anyone in a position to unmute and say a few, recall a few pointers? How were the waters? How was the wind blowing? What were the Brahmanas doing? How were the clouds? Anyone? Suma wasn't there last week. Neither was Rahul. So all of you, no one can unmute. Okay.
Movies and serials ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಹೇಳಿ.
I mean, it was the sort of a terror that everybody had as to what is going to happen now, because the eighth child is coming now, as per the preordained destiny. So I think it was just like ಪ್ರಳಯ ಆಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು. So yeah, all the Brahmanas were just doing their homas and havanas, just to maintain the equilibrium of the cosmos, maybe. So yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what I've seen in this picturization. Yeah.
Correct. ಅದು ಅದು ಪ್ರಳಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಶ್ರಾವಣ ಮಾಸ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್. But right then, when Krishna is about to be born, the devas and devatas, they're all rejoicing. They were waiting for this event for the longest time, and they had, in the previous chapter, they have all visited the Lord in Vaikunta and have requested him, and and he says yes, he's going to be born, and ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ತುತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ they are very happy. And so nature is ready to welcome. In the middle of Shravana, it is springtime in that place. And the wind is blowing very smoothly. It's a beautiful breeze, and the waters are very calm, and they are very, very, very gentle. No ripples, no waves. Ripples are there, but no waves and no raging waves. What else, people? Can anyone add to that? Shweta, Padmaja, Kamala, what was the mahal? Yes, Jayashri. Nobody can recall. Sneha, ಯಾರಿಗೂನು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Yeah. And
all I can remember is, I mean, a general picture, specific illa, that everything was perfect.
It was like Vasanta Masa, though it was Shravan Masa, everything was bright and flowering and chili-pili.
Correct.
And it was very pleasant, like Vasant Masa.
ವಸಂತ ಋತು, ವರ್ಷ ಋತುನಲ್ಲಿ ವಸಂತ ಋತು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. Yeah, and all the yakshara, kinnara, gandharvas are all, playing their instruments, gentle, ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. So
and in the midnight it was like, morning, all the birds were singing.
In the midnight, we remember that God was born in the midnight, but the birds were all active and singing while they should be sleeping. Isn't it? That's how when we go to receive a loved one who has not been here for a long time, we go to the airport or the train station to welcome. We are all awake, alva, ಆ ಥರ. So ಆ ವೇಳೆನಲ್ಲಿ all these people were, all these nature was ready to welcome, and lotuses blooming in the pond. Even the lotus blooming in the night, it won't bloom, but lotuses were jalaruha shriyaha. The lakes and ponds were looking beautiful with their lotuses, blooming lotuses. So all this is happening. And then what does it say? One more nature explanation ಇದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ the Lord is born. Let me share the screen. Very, very poetic and beautiful verses from Veda Vyasa. Beautiful verses. Share screen, share. Yeah. So one more. निशीथे तम उद्भूते जायमाने जनार्दने देवाक्यां देवरूपिण्यां विष्णुः सर्वगुहाशयः आविरासीद्यथा प्राच्यं दिशिरिन्दुरिव पुष्कलः. So anyone care to repeat this? Rahul, he's new after a long time.
Sure.
Yeah.
ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದು ದೇವಕ್ಯಾಂದು ದೇವ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ.
ದೇವಕ್ಯಂ. ಓಕೆ. ಹಾ. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟ್ಯೂನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಪರಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಟ್ಯೂನ್.
ಶೋರ್. ದಟ್ ಸೌಂಡೆಡ್ ನೈಸ್. ಆನಂದ ವೇರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ನಿಶೀಥೆ ತಮ ಉದ್ಭೂತೆ ಜಾಯಮಾನೆ ಜನಾರ್ದನೆ ದೇವಕ್ಯಾಂ ದೇವರೂಪಿಣ್ಯಾಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುಃ ಸರ್ವಗುಹಾಶಯಃ ಆವಿರಾಸೀದ್ಯಥಾ ಪ್ರಾಚ್ಯಂ ದಿಶಿರಿಂದುರಿವ ಪುಷ್ಕಲಃ. I'll repeat the last. ಆವಿರಾಸೀದ್ಯಥಾ ಪ್ರಾಚ್ಯಾಂ ದಿಶಿರಿಂದುರಿವ ಪುಷ್ಕಲಃ. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sure.
ಆವಿರಾಸೀದ್ಯಥಾ ಪ್ರಾಚ್ಯಾಂ ದಿಶಿರಿಂದುರಿವ ಪುಷ್ಕಲಃ. ಲವ್ಲಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್.
Like this thing.
Yeah. So let us see what it all implies. Nishithe means what? Late in the night. Tama udbhute, when it was dense, dark night, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ Jayamane Janardhane, when Janardhana was about to be born, late in the night, and it was a very dark night, and Janardhana, the Lord Vishnu, is about to be born. Enaitu. So why is Vishnu called as Janardhana in this particular context? See, these gods have got Sahasranamas, but depending on the context, that specific nama is being used by Veda Vyasa. Even this we see in Bhagavad Gita also, how Arjuna is being called different names and in different contexts. Krishna is being called Madhusudana and Murari, whatever, in different contexts. In Janardhana, what is the specific implication of the term Janardhana is being explained here. See, all the explanations have come from Bhaktivedanta, Prabhupada's commentaries. So, Janardhana is the one, Durjanan Ardayati, the one who destroys Durjana. See, that is the purpose of Lord Alva. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashayata dushkritam. So that's his job. That is why he is coming. That is why he is taking avatara and coming. To Durjanan Ardhayati, to destroy the Durjana. That is why he is called Janardhana. And in the Adhyatmika level, what is he killing? Is he really going about... yesterday I have to share this with you. two little, my niece's children have come from the US. They are like 10 and 6. And we wanted to gift them the Mahabharata, Amar Chitrakatha, comics. And you know what they said? No, we don't want to read this because it's got a lot of violence. Anta. So it is the Adhyatmika meaning which we have to highlight to not just the children but to all of us, because we should be able to explain to them why God is going about killing everyone. Anta. It is so difficult to tell children, no, how to justify this. So here, Vinashayata Dushrutam means we should be able to tell children to destroy the asuric tendencies within me. Outside killing is just a metaphorical, way of giving this message. Alva. So I was thinking, oh my God, that Adhyatmika meaning has to be really stressed upon whenever all this destruction and killing comes. Yeah, some killing has to happen for the sake of dharma samsthapana. The evil have to be, they have to be removed from society. There is no doubt. They have to be imprisoned or whatever, punished. So that I was thinking about that. Okay. So destroying the sinful tendencies in me. That is why the Vinasha Janardana has come in my life, to remove the asuric tendencies in me. Okay. So Devakyam, Devarupinyam. Where is he born? In the womb of Devaki. Devarupini. She is not some Tom, Dick and Harry. Janardana will not be born to anyone, to anyone. It has to be a Devamsha Sambhuta. See, even in the previous chapter, Vishnu, while he promises that he is going to be born on earth, he kind of tells all his devas and devatas, all of you have to come down to help me in my dharma sanstapana agenda. That's why, and they're all Devamsha Sambhutas, all the people in, first of all comes Balarama, that is Adishesha himself. He has to come to help Krishna in his mission. And then we have all the Pandavas who are Devamsha Sambhutas. And this, the Devaki and Vasudeva themselves are also, this Devaki is Devarupinya. That means they are all Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita Bihi. They are all come with qualities of godliness. They're all Devamsha Sambhutas. So that is what it is. To receive Janardana in myself, I have to invoke some godly qualities in me. Like in the 16th chapter of the Gita is all about Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. So how many Daivik Deva qualities do I have? How many Asuric qualities do I have? So ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ Janardana will be born in me. Right? Okay. So preparing the heart for Bhagwan to take avatara in me, a pure heart. Pure heart is so important. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati. Lord is present in my heart only when it's pure and clean. I mean, he's present, but he will be visible and he'll shine forth only when it is pure and clean. Yes, Vishnu, Vyapno, and the term Vishnu itself is, what is the meaning of the term Vishnu? Anyone? Gotta yargadru? What is the term Vishnu and what is the etymological, the dhatu of Vishnu in Sanskrita is, the expansion is Vyapnoti is Vishnu. The one who is all pervading is Vishnu. So this all pervading Vishnu is now coming in a Nama Rupa form as an avatar of Krishna. And then, innenidelli Sarva Guna Guhashayaha. Sarva Guhashayaha. The one who is situated in everyone's heart. Ashaya means a dwelling place. Then what did he do? Avirasit. He manifested. Yatha. How? Yatha. Prachyam dishi. In the east. Induriva Pushkalaha. Full moon. Bright full moon in the east. Again, it is Ashtami. How can the full moon be? How can the moon be a full moon on Ashtami day? So again, it is metaphorical. What is a metaphor you can think of? On a dark night, the Bhagwan appeared like a full moon. Ashte. He was so bright. And remember, the darker the night, the brighter the moon. Isn't it? On a dark background, one beautiful light will shine brighter. So what does it mean to me? Adhyastika meaning of darker night, brighter the moon. What is it, Appa? Anyone care to expand on that?
I think, Purnimaji, the very fact that Bhagwan being born in the night, he could have been born in the morning or afternoon also, but yeah, night another a phase of darkness.
Phase of darkness, Ali, as a
Yeah.
ray of light,
Yeah.
it has come.
Yeah.
Correct. And darkness.
Is it when we go deep inside ourselves, deep is always dark, and we can get Atma Jyoti, see the Atma Jyoti.
Very nice. Deep is dark. Actually, the Atma. Thank you. Yes, very, very well said, Kamla. And also, the dark here means the sadness, the darkness within me. When I'm very, 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 very sad, one light, one hope, it shines like a bright moon. And imagine the darkness of Devaki, Papa. What she has been through, Devaki and Vasudeva. Their darkness, how they have been in prison, how 6 children, brutally killed in front of their eyes. In that darkness, he is born as he is the Rakshaka, he is the Janardana, he is the savior. So that is why he is this Dishirindruva Pushkala, like a full moon on the east. He is born. And there is one more explanation given for this, how this bright moon, he is a Chandramamshi. Krishna is a Chandramamshi. Therefore, among the Chandravamshis, he is the brightest moon. Alva? See how beautiful the verse, how beautiful the metaphors, lovely. And how is he born?
Purnimaji, sorry, this is a funny question which I have come across from a lot of students, in fact. So, ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. I don't know if you already addressed this also in the previous sessions, but if Kamsa knew that Devaki and Vasudeva, their 8th son is going to kill them, why did he even put them in the same cell? Have you addressed that by any chance?
Yeah, see, throughout the Bhagavatam, there is an explanation of how Kamsa loved his sister.
Okay.
Devaki ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ. But Shiv Bhaya. So even though he could have killed Devaki herself, why allow her to?
Correct.
In several instances in the Bhagavatam, it has come. He had several chances of killing both Vasudeva and Devaki. But he loved his sister so much, he didn't want to hurt her. Look at the, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, irony. Didn't want to hurt her.
Okay.
So, and killing Vasudeva also would have, hurt her deeply. And Vasudeva is also very clever. And he has, there are very many passages where Vasudeva addresses Kamsa and tells him the pros and cons of killing his sister and himself. So all that is there in the Bhagavatam. All the logic is there. One has to patiently go through all this.
Okay.
Many verses are there. But one quick scan Mardanan before I came to the 10th chapter, 10th skanda. ಕಾಪಟೆ ಇನ್ನ 9 ಸ್ಕಂದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 100 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಬಟ್ ವಸುದೇವ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಅವನ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀನ್ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಆಯ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ ನೀನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನೇನೋ ಎಲ್ಲ That logic is there. He convinces Kamsa not to kill.
Okay. I'm also maybe able to see a small metaphor where if somebody has a negative quality, something maybe let's imagine somebody is a chain smoker. They have all the opportunity to stop it. Maybe keep the cigarette pack away or not visit the cigarette store. ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೋ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ತನಕ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಲ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್.
ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್.
ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ವೇಟ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೋ ನೋಡಿ ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಮೇ ಬಿ
ನಿಜ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೋ ನೋಡೇ ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಐ ಅಗ್ರಿ. ನಿಮಿಷ, somebody is asking for. Okay, fine, I am good. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, that is also there. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ಲಾಜಿಕ್, and Devaki and Vasudeva, they were carrying the Lord ಅಲ್ಲ within them, and a prison ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ it was the description is a fire in a pot. A pot is black from out with soot, okay, but there's fire inside and you cannot see the fire, but it is glowing from within. ಆ ಥರ ಅವರು ದೈವಾಂಶ ಸಂಭೂತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ they were so bright, it was difficult to approach them. See, all these papa kids, whoever they were born, they were part of God's agenda only, so so many things are there. It was very difficult because she was carrying divinity within herself. It was difficult to approach her also. So many things are there. Why Kamsa failed to put, contain this Santa. And of course, karma is it will somehow mare madatte when everything is it's supposed to come to fruition. We will just fall into its plans, ashte. Okay. And then, the God is born with his 6 opulences. Vishnu promises that I'll be born with 6 opulences. Bhagavan, andre Bhaga means wealth, the glory, Bhagavan, the one who has all the 6 glories is called as Bhagavan. What are the 6 glories of any avatara? Whenever this Krishna avatar especially has got all these 6 glories, which is complete knowledge, omniscience, complete wealth. He has got everything. ಏನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ omniscience, complete wealth, total wealth, fame. Fame is one of the bhagas. And even before he is born, everyone is Krishna is going to be born anta. And then strength, then beauty, adaram maduram, beauty helange illa, and renunciation, vairagya. These are the 6 opulences of Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna. He is born with complete, what all human being could aspire for. He is born with everything together. That is why he is an avatar. Okay. And then we have to share screen again because I had.
Purnima, those 6 glories, can you repeat or yeah.
Knowledge. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಶೇರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ. ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು. ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್, ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ, ಫೇಮ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಸೇ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ and vairagya, renunciation. Knowledge, wealth, fame, strength, beauty, renunciation. Everything Krishna has. Okay. Next bantu. Beautiful work. Again, one more beautiful verse. Tamadbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankha gadadhyudhayudham Srivatsya Lakshmam Galashobhikaustubham Pitambaram Sandra Payodya Saubhagam. All dhas are there. Salpa nodkondu helbeku. Who wants to chant this? Tam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam. It's Sanskrit salpa gottidre. It is so easy to understand. Chaturbhujam Shankha Gadadhyudayudham Srivatsa Lakshmam Galashobhikaustubham ಪೀತಾಂಬರಂ ಸಾಂದ್ರ ಪಯೋಧ ಸೌಭಗಂ. ಎಸ್, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಎನಿವನ್? ಸ್ನೇಹ, ಕಮಲಾ, ಸಿಂಗರ್ಸ್?
I'll love to try.
Yeah.
तमद्भुतं बालकम् अम्बुजीक्षणं चतुर्भुजं शङ्खगदाध्युधायुधं श्रीवत्सलक्ष्मं गलशोभिकौस्तुभं पीताम्बरं सान्द्रपयोधसौभगम्.
Isn't it lovely? Tam adbhutam balakam. It's a glorious baby. Ambujekshanam. Ambuja means lotus. Eyes are like ambujas, lotus-eyed. It's nice. What is this ambuja? Why does this lotus come again and again in all these, when you're describing beauty or whatever? Ambuja, why is the lotus so precious? Heli, anyone? Why is the lotus taken as a metaphor for beauty? And it's beautiful, no doubt, but why is it associated? Not just beauty, something about the lotus which is important.
Detachment in attachment.
Main thing ade. Detachment in attachment. It grows in filth, yet it is fun. Yeah, so beautiful. And somebody else is saying something.
No, I was about to say the same thing, Purnamaji. So it's all.
You're done with the class for now. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. We're just getting back home. We're in the car. So thank you.
Nice. Okay. So Ambujekshanam, with eyes resembling lotuses. So though it grows in dirty water, lotus is untouched and beautiful. And it is fragrant. Stinking water, but it has a fragrance. Beautiful. And it has got the honey inside it, which is very sweet, even in a bitter environment. So all this is about lotus. And then eyes are resembling lotuses. Chaturbhujam, 4 hands. Now here also you have to be very alert about this curious baby which is born with 4 hands. Okay. Shanka, Gadha, Adi, ella itkond bandbidide adu. This baby has got the Shanka, the Chakra, the Gada, everything. It is Ayudhagalella, all the Ayudhas, it is born with everything. Srivatsa Lakshmam. What is this Srivatsa mark? Particular type, Srivatsa Lakshmam is there. On the heart, Srivatsa mark is there. Adradondu kate ide. Adana we will come to that kate now. Which is visible only on the chest of Vishnu. That Srivatsa mark is there only on the chest of Vishnu. Gala Shobhi Kaustubam. On his neck, what does it have? Kaustubamani. That Kaustubamani is available only in Vaikunta. So, he is wearing this. Pitambaram. Garments are yellow in color. Sandra Payodha Saubhagam. Sandra means very dense. Payodha means clouds, water-bearing clouds. Dense water-bearing clouds. Saubhagam. His curls, his color of Vishnu is Sandra Payoga Saubhagam. Dense water-bearing clouds color. Grey. Blue and grey. That is his color. So this is the baby who's born with all this. It's not actually baby, it is Vishnu himself who is giving the darshana. Isn't it? To Vasudeva and Devaki, Vishnu is giving the darshana. This wonder kid. And it doesn't cry. And it is fully clothed. Beautiful. So, idradellanu bekadashtu symbolism is there. Ambuja ekshana aitu. Chaturbhujam. Holding the Shanka, Gada, Padma. All these are weapons. Now, all the symbolism of these weapons, Ivag next. What does the Shanka signify? Shankanada. Enadu Shankanada. It's the voice of what? Wow.
War cry, right?
Shankanada is a war cry in a battlefield. Yes. Correct. Signifies war. Very correct. That is also there. It's also described as the voice.
It's a sound of ocean. It has a sound of ocean inside.
Oh, Shankanada also. All these space alli a sound barate, ocean alli a sound barate. Correct. It is the primordial sound. Correct.
Omkara?
Omkara. Yes. Shankanada is also the Omkara. And the humming sound is Omkara. Voice of God only. And for me, it is the voice of conscience. It's an auspicious sound. It is a voice of conscience when my mind is not chattering with all its ragas, dveshas. When I'm quiet and I'm able to listen to the voice of conscience, that is the voice of God, which is Shankanada. It tells me continuously, the voice of conscience is telling me what is Shreyas and what is Preyas. The mind is always behind satisfying its needs. Prayers, prayers, prayers. I want this, I want this, I want this. I don't like this, I like this. I want what I like. This is the job of the mind. Whereas the intellect will go on telling me, this is Shreyas, this is good for you. You may want it, but you don't need it. Okay? So that voice of Shreyas is always the voice of conscience. The job of my conscience is to take me towards the purpose of my life, the goal of my life, which is mukti. So the Shankanada is always giving me, showing me the path of Shreyas and telling me about Viveka, Vairagya, Ella Papa Shankanada is telling me. Okay. The one who listens to the Shankanada has surrendered to God. Ashte. Isn't it? Okay. So Shankha, Chakra. Chakra ಏನದು? Chakra ಆಮೇಲೆ first. Shankha ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, the one who listens to the voice of conscience, for him God is showing Padma. You will become like me. You will also reach a state of perfection. Because you are also Sachidananda Swarupa. You are also me only. So that is Padma signifies the state of perfection that one Shankha and Chakra, Shankha and Padma show this. I listen to my conscience and I become perfect. But when I don't listen to the voice of conscience, what will God show for me then? Gadha. You will be kicks and blows of life will get you. That's all. He doesn't do anything. It is just it is a inbuilt, the system is like that. Karma will catch up. When I don't listen to the voice, I will go through pain and suffering, and that shows me why do I get pain and suffering, which just tells me that I have to do some course correction. Something I'm not listening to the voice of conscience. Ashte. And if I do not learn even from the kicks and blows of life, with the Gada also, if I do not learn Chakra. Last, final, punishment, destruction. Vinashayata dushkritam. So this is that famous Samadana Bheda Danda. This is the way Lord teaches us. First, Sama. Can anybody describe the Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda? Four ways of, I'm sure all of us know, no? Lord punishes us, or even parents or the elders will punish us. These 4 ways, teach us, not punish us. The 4 ways are there to 4 stages of telling us what is right and what is wrong. Sama. What is Sama? Heli.
Chaturopaya antane karidalva. There's a 4 upayas to.
4 upayas.
Sama, I think, is plain advice, is simple advice. I think it's better to take it with an example.
Yes.
Maybe a child is addicted to video games or something. So,
yeah.
So Sama putta aadbeda. Adu jaasti aadidre kannu halagatte. Plain advice. There's just don't do. Dana is with an exchange offer. So it is like
carrot and stick.
Carrot and stick. ನೀನು ಆಡೋದನ್ನ ನಿಲ್ಸಿ ಅದು ನೀನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನಗೆ 90% ಮೇಲೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಂಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಆಡಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Give and take policy. So Bheda is when there is. I have heard about 2 explanations for Bheda. One is separating the problem and the person. You're separating the problem and the person. So you're take ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಗೇಮ್ ನ ಎತ್ತಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋದು.
ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಐವ್ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಭೇದಿಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ನೀ ಈ ತರ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಭೇದಿಸಿ ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಸ್ another thing that I've heard. Then of course it's I think initial I had shared an article on Karna's death. Karna's death. So adding Sarasa before Sama and Chatura after Danda. So Dandanu work agilla andre ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು. So you use what Krishna did. So that passive aggressive behavior. So you're using a negative action for a positive intention to get things done. So ಕರ್ಣನ ಹಿಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಕೂಡ the ಉದ್ದೇಶ was to ಧರ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪನಾರ್ಥ ಫೈಸ್. ಸೊ
ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊಡೆದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅಭಿಮನ್ಯುಗೆ.
ಅಭಿಮನ್ಯುನ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ನಡೆದಿದೆ.
Lol, come back.
Yes.
Payback time always. Yeah. So yeah, the Samadana Danda Beda perfectly was said. Beda annake also create a rift. See, this Krishna has used all these tricks before coming to war. How many peace talks he went, Papa, to Duryodhana's Dhritarashtra's court? He tried everything. Sama try ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಬೇಡ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ದಾನ ಹೇಳ್ದ, ಆಯ್ತು 5 ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸಾಕು, ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ 5 villages. ಅದು ನಡೆಯಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ಭೇದ, he tried to create a doubt in the mind of Karna. ನೀ ನೋಡಯ್ಯ, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ದ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಂಡವಾಸ್, ಯು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಫೈನಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದಂಡ, ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ವಾರ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚತುರ್ ಆಯುಧಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ದೇ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫೈ. ಕಾಮ, ದಾನ, ಭೇದ, ದಂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದು. So beautiful. Look at the metaphors. Look at the beauty of our Vedavyasa. See, this picture of God that we have, all the calendar art, has come from Bhagavatam, has come from all the Puranas. He is the visionary who has got the vision of all the Devas. He has put it for us. That is how the pictures have come. Otherwise, yarig gottagate hinge Shanka Chakra Gadas. Everything is Lord Vedavyasa, who is the Devamsha Sambhuta. He is an avatara, Amshavatara of Lord Vishnu. He is the one who has given us this beautiful picture. Kaustuba mani hakkonidane, and he's dark in color. So now that's become so, it's part of our life. Krishna, Vishnu andre dark. He put that paint, that blue color. First picture has been painted by Vedavyasa Muni. Okay. So what is this Srivatsa Lakshmam? This he's got a mark on the chest, Vishnu Papa. He's got a permanent mark on the chest, which has come from Bhrigu Muni. Anyone knows the Muni, the story of Bhrigu and what he did to Vishnu? Yargadru gottidya Bhrigu Muni kathe? I'm sure so many of us here kelirtivi.
Is it the guy who stormed on Vishnu's chest?
Yeah, he kicked him on the chest. Yeah.
So he had that third eye on his feet, right? Bottom of the feet.
Oh,
am I getting confused?
Yes,
is that the one like what Shweta just said? He puts his feet on the chest, and that's when Lakshmi is residing or something.
Yeah,
correct. But why did he do it? Yeah, he gave him a kick on the chest. But why? Gotta adu kate yargadru?
Epsak try, he goes there to wake him up. Epsak try madidru helalla, nidde ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
The background is there was a debate among all the munis who is the most shrestha among the Trimurtis anta. Vere kelsa illa avrige papa. Ide playing with the gods, all these munis. That is why the sages are considered to be higher than the gods, you know, because they have attained that gods are gods. They are born like that. Aja, they are all there. But the munis, papa, in a human body, they have acquired all these powers. Anyway, so this Bhrigu Muni and also one Muni, one sage will say, no, Brahma is great. Then another will say, no, Shiva is great. And one will say, Vishnu is great. So they'll deploy Bhrigu, go and find out who is the most Shrestha anta. It is all tamashi kategulu, metaphorical, but let us see why they have said all this. So first he goes to Brahma Loka, and he is the Manasaputra of Brahma, Bhrigu. And Brahma Lokdali appa amma alva, they don't care, bartane hogtane anbuttu. So they don't even say, okay, come sit, will you have coffee? They won't ask him anything. So he feels insulted. I mean, he will just decide, oh, see, this Brahma is this and because he is a great sage at the end of the day. He is not just one ordinary fellow. And then he goes to Kailasa. There, Kailasದಲ್ಲಿ Shiva is Bholenath. Yes, carry on, Kamla. So this he goes to Kailasa, and there Shiva, he gets up and he embraces Bhrigu. And that Bhrigu is offended with that also. Oh, I'm such a holy person. He is coming and embracing. Some explanation is there why he is upset with Shiva also. And then he goes to Vaikunta. There in Vaikunta, of course, our Vishnu is happily chatting with Lakshmi. And the moment Bhrigu enters, actually, Papa, Bhrigu should be kicked out. He was entering into a private space of this couple. But then the moment Vishnu sees Bhrigu, he doesn't see because he is talking to Lakshmi. So Bhrigu gets angry and he kicks him on the chest. So what should Vishnu do? What was Lakshmi's reaction? She was enraged, outraged, actually. What the hell, Anta? But Vishnu, he falls at Bhrigu's feet. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're such a great sage. I'm sorry I didn't notice you. It's very remiss of me. Please forgive me. Your feet must be hurting because you kicked my stone heart. And he started massaging Bhrigu's feet. So that's why Bhrigu decided that Vishnu is the Mahashrestha of all the Trimurtis. Now there is a problem with this story. If I'm a Shiva Bhakta, will I like it? So the explanation is, the Purana you are reading about, that God is highlighted. If you are reading Shiva Purana, Shiva is the ultimate in Shiva Purana. You are reading Devi Mahatmyam, Devi is the ultimate. Skanda Purana, Skanda is the ultimate. Ganeshan. So the whole idea is to highlight the glory of that Ishtadevata you are studying about. That's the only thing, nothing more. So this is just an aside about this, why the Srivatsa Lakshmam is there. That is the foot of Bhrigu is on his heart. Okay. And then it's also, it is said that this this glory of the God is glorified above the other gods, because for us to develop Ananya Bhakti about that Ishtadevata. Now we are studying Krishna. We are studying the Bhagavad Gita. And we should have Ananya Bhakti towards this Lord. Ananya Bhakti in the Tirga Innele Lord, no need to get distracted. You want to worship Krishna, worship him. Come back to Krishna. We will do Shivaratri Puja also, we will do some other puja also we'll do. But my Ishtadevata is Krishna. Anta. How? For Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Kali was the Ishtadeva. That didn't mean he hated the other gods. But for him, Ananya Bhakti towards Kali. Mirabai towards Krishna. Athara. That is one of the explanations given. Okay. So Gala Shobhi Kaustubam. In the neck, he is wearing that Kaustubha Mani. Again, the metaphorical meaning is, on his heart is the Kaustubha Mani means, and it is brilliant Mani. Kaustubha Mani is available only in Vaikunta. It is shining. It is shining means the Lord shines in everyone's heart. Lord is shining in me. Lord is the voice of my conscience. All that is there. Sandra Payoga Saubhagam. The color, his color is blue. And again, like a lotus, blue is a very significant color for all the gods. Yake? Why is blue? Why is Krishna blue? Why is Rama blue? Why is Vishnu blue? Okay, you can say Rama and Krishna are blue because Vishnu is blue. Shiva also is dark in color. They paint him in dark colors. Yake? Why all the gods are blue andare? Anything which is infinite is blue in color. Anta. Metaphorically. Lavender, spiritual color is blue. Lavender, blue. Anything which is infinite. Vast. Sky is blue. Okay. That is one of the explanations given for the blue color of the Lord. And then his dress, Pitambaram. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ, ಪೀತಾಂಬರ, ಓಹೋ ಪಟ್ಟು ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೇಷ್ಮೆ, ಇದು ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಕಲರ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಫೆಚಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ರೀಗಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಾಯಲ್. ಬಟ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸ್ಡ್. Yellow is the color of decay. So when Vishnu is born as an avatara, he is born with a name and form, the limited name and form, with a rupa, with a body, which is going to be, it is going to perish, it's going to decay. So on one hand, Vishnu is Chaitanya. On the other hand, he is coming into the matter, which is decaying matter, Prakriti. Therefore, he is wearing Pitambara to indicate that as this Nama Rupa, even I am going off. And Pitambara is also the color of earth. Yellow is the color of earth, which is constantly undergoing changes. So anything that decays becomes thoda yellow in color, isn't it? For example, paper or an apple which is cut, any fruit which is cut and kept. When it decays, it becomes yellow. That is the significance of this Pitambara. Okay. And two more verses about his idide ivaga, his beautiful form, which doesn't require much explanation, so we can cover that now. more explanation of how he looks, how this beautiful, curious baby. Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam Uddhama Kanchangada Kankanadhibhir Virochamanam Vasudeva Aikshata. Okay. Yaar heltira idu? Who is there to sing this? Sneha, Aitu.
I would love to, but okay, yeah. Someone else.
No. Inyaru heltare? Yarappa? Anyone wants to go? Shweta, Indra, Jayashri, Vinaya. Maharha Vaidhurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam Uddhama Kanchangada Kankanadibhir Virochamanam Vasudeva Aikshata. No volunteers. Sneha, you go for it.
Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam Uddhama Kanchangada Kankanadibhir Virochamanam Vasudeva Aikshata.
Beautiful. One more ide, adanna iವರು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ, ರಾಹುಲ್. ಸ ವಿಸ್ಮಯೋತ್ಫುಲ್ಲ ವಿಲೋಚನೋ ಹರಿಂ ಸುತಂ ವಿಲೋಕ್ಯ ಅನಕದುಂದುಭಿಃ ತದಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾವತಾರೋತ್ಸವ ಸಂಭ್ರಮೋ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶನ್ ಮುದಾ ದ್ವಿಜೇಭ್ಯೋ ಯುತಂ ಆಪ್ಲುತೋ ಗವಾಂ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟಂಗ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಹೇಳಿ.
Yeah, slightly tongue twisting agide. Savismayotphulla vilochano harim sutam vilokya anakadundubih tada krishnavatarotsava sambramo sparshan mudha dvijobhyo yatam apluto gavam.
ವಿಜಯಭ್ಯೋ ಯುತಂ ಆತ್ಮೋ ಗವಾಂ ಉದ್ದಕ್ ಒಂದು. So beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much for we will go back to the first verse, which is again a description of this wondrous boy. Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala. Wait, let me share that again. So, continuing the description of this beautiful baby, Vaidurya Kirita Kundala, all that he is wearing. First, Vasudeva Aikshata. Vasudeva is looking at this beautiful boy. Vasudeva is jaw-dropped. He is looking at this wonderful form of this little boy who is born to them. Vasudeva saw this brilliant child. Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam. Sahasra Kuntalam is hair. Beautiful hair. Tumba bekadashtu ಕೂದಲು, ದಟ್ಟವಾಗಿರೋ ಕೂದಲು. Brilliantly Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasrakuntalam. His hair itself is giving him that beauty. Even now, when a child is born, we'll ask, Kudlidya maguge anta. It's a sign of beauty. The hair is a sign of beauty at any age for anyone. A hair idiyalla Sahasra Kuntalam. Because the God has got such beautiful hair, all of us also want to have beautiful hair. Yeah. Virochamanam is very beautifully decorated. How? How is the Lord beautifully decorated? Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala. He's got a Kirita, he's got a Kundalas, and Maharha Vaidurya, he's studded with gems, precious stones. Uddhama Kanchi Angada Kankanadibihi. So he's got a waist belt. ಇದು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟಿ he's worn that, and then he's got bracelets. ಅಂಗದ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅಂಗದ is armlets, ಕಂಚಿ ಎಲ್ಲ, everything. He's completely decorated with all these beautiful. This is a saguna form of Lord Vishnu. ಆಮೇಲೆ this is the beautiful form that Vasudeva is watching with he's gaping at this beautiful form. And then so Vismayotpulla Vilochano Harim. Vismayotpulla, his eyes are, he's popping out at this beautiful form. Appearance of this Vishnu himself, bulging eyes, fully dressed up. Vishnu is seeing, it's not a normal child. Harim, he is Hari himself, he's Lord. Hari, the Supreme Lord. Then Sutam as his son. This Hari is born as his son. And Vilokya, after he's observing the beautiful form. Anakadundubi is a name of Vasudeva. Anakadundubi means he could hear the kettle drums playing in the heavens. Adikke he was called Anakadundubi. Dundubi means kettle drums. Anakadundubi, the one who could hear the kettle drums. That is a name for Vasudeva. Muda. He's happy. He's so happy. He's jubilant. Muda is great jubilation. Then he is jubilant and aplutaha. He is overwhelmed. It's all the feelings of Vasudeva as being described here. And that time, tada asparshat. He resolved to distribute. Asparsha. He made a mental sankalpa. What did he do? A mental sankalpa, looking at the beautiful form of his son. He said, Dvijebhyaha, for all the Brahmanas, Ayutam Gavam, I am going to donate cows. Thousands of 10,000 cows I am going to donate. He is inside a prison, but now that the son is born and he is the Rakshaka, he's the savior, I am going to get out. And the first thing I am going to do is celebrate the birth of my son. And I am going to donate 10,000 cows to Brahmanas. See, that's what happens when we are very happy, isn't it? When the heart is expansive, when the heart is beautiful, when we are very happy, we make a sankalpa. Hapa, ಒಂದು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ಸೋಣಪ್ಪ, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಕರೆದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಊಟ ಹಾಕೋಣಪ್ಪ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? That's what Vasudeva is doing here. He has mentally resolved to donate 10,000 cows to all the Dvijas, Brahmanas. Krishnaavatara Utsava. I want to celebrate the festival of Krishnaavatara, the appearance of Lord Krishna. I want to celebrate. Sambramaha. With great joy, I will celebrate this beautiful event. That is Vasudeva's sankalpa and condition upon the birth of Lord Krishna. Okay, I think today for this, idadmele, now we are done with the description of the beautiful baby that is born. After that, we have Vasudeva's Stuti, looking at the beautiful form of God. What does he say? What is his expression? So now we have seen the Saguna form of the Lord, which has given us a picture, painted the picture that we see on all the calendars, and our imagination of Vishnu has come from this. This is worthy of Upasana, because it's come from the Lord himself. Vyasa himself has given his own form. So this is worthy of Saguna Upasana. Kanmuchkondu, we can imagine the beauty of the Lord and You can get lost in it. So that's today. Saguna. Next comes Vasudeva Stuti in the next class, which is full of Nirguna Upasana. Let us see what he says in the next class. So closing prayer, worthy of the Lord. Which prayer? Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam na vidussura suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Loka samastah sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastah sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastah sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Okay.